I use Bank of Texas right now.
It's a local bank. It's called Veritex.
We have Wells Fargo Bank.
I'm presently with Capital One.
I use Chase Bank.
I have Wells Fargo.
My primary bank is Capital One.
I've tried some of the bigger banks, and the service that I get with a community bank tends to be a little bit more personalized.
They were nearby and they were a local bank.
I just wasn't happy with another bank's fees.
When I got married, my husband had Wells Fargo and we consolidated everything.
Going on 2 years, and I love it. I was with Chase Bank. The fees were outrageous. The service started to go down. That's why I left them.
Yeah, so far I've been really happy. Everybody at the bank knows your name, and you know, if there's an issue like a check pending, I can call them and say, hey, can you hold off on posting some of this stuff, and they'll actually respond to those requests.
I love that I get reminders on my phone, and I love when it's payday because it always goes into my account at the same time every payday.
I really like Chase. I've been with them for 7 years now, and I've never had any problems.
Excellent service, number one. And the reasonable fees that they have compared to these other big banks like Chase or Bank of America, which is not good at all.
Oh, I've had days when I was happy with them and days when I wasn't.
We do not pay for checking.
All these years they've promoted that they do free checking, and I've paid $12 a month now, probably for 12 years.
I don't pay with the checking account.
We do pay on our checking, and it's about $15, $20 if we're below some balance.
If I pay for my checking account, it's just the regular banking fees, but they're very, very low compared to other banks.
I don't really pay much attention to it because I don't think it's more than $7, $8 a month. I use my debit card in a lot of different ways, you know, pretty much as to purchase almost all my daily activity items.
I do use a debit card, mostly for immediate things. I use it, you know, like groceries or maybe lunch.
Debit card is pretty much the way that we pay for everything.
I use my debit card for personal. I use my debit card for business.
We actually do not. We use our credit card for everything, and we just pay it off at the end of the month.
If it's a reasonable amount back, I think that, you know, yeah, you would definitely use it more.
Yes, if they were to offer cash back or points or miles, I guess we would use the debit card.
Yes, I would. Because even now, I use it a lot for business, and I use it for personal, so I might as well, yeah, use it for everything.
The cashback I think would be a great perk, but it'd have to also be with a company that has the same amount of customer service.
Using your debit card and getting cash back would be a great thing. You know, anytime that you can see any type of savings, especially in this economy, would be good.
And that is one thing that I wish Chase did do.
Well, that sounds like a good thing. You know, of course, I know it's not going to be a high percentage, but, you know, anything these days.
I would be interested in that because, again, I do use my card quite a bit.
I would definitely be very interested in getting cash back using a debit card, seeing how banks are now talking about charging for the use of their debit card.
Well, that would be fun. And that's the reason why we use our credit card, because our credit card gives us cash back and points and things like that. That's why, and the debit card doesn't give us any of that.
Yeah, I would appreciate getting some cash back.
I would like a community bank. That was my original intent when I first signed up with the first bank, but it's sold itself, and so now I'm with a bigger bank.
I'd definitely give them a shot if they were to offer me something that was, you know, unbeatable.
If they offered that as well, I would be interested.
I would definitely answer yes to the question that I would use it at. I would switch to a community bank. I think that they have a lot to offer that some of these bigger banks can't offer.